Votes were cast in Riverine communities of the ILAJE Local Government area in Ondo State. There was also a heavy presence of security agencies patrolling the sea with gunboats. TVC News senior correspondent Femi Akande reports on his expedition to cover the governorship election in one of the hard-to-reach areas in Ondo State.
The journey to Ugbo community in ILAJE starts here at the Igbonla jetty. These riverine communities are among the places in 8 local governments considered as hotbeds for violence and electoral malpractice. ILAJE's voting population is more than 132,000, with its PVC collection rate at 95%. Traveling on water to Obenla, Ward 4 in Ugbo community reveals more about the identity of the rural dwellers whose livelihood is connected to the large body of water that surrounds them. On arrival, we see that voting materials and electoral officers arrived late, but findings suggest the delay is caused by the boat mishap on the eve of the election. Thankfully, no life was lost and voting materials remained intact.
It's been a challenging process for them because a lot of the speedboats are not allowed to ply the waterways because security agencies are restricting movement on the waterway, and that is in compliance with restrictions on election day.
Voting finally starts, and everyone is made to comply with the electoral guidelines and the COVID-19 safety protocols. One after another, they cast their votes.
It all went very, very well, very peaceful. The skirmishes that will have arisen were nipped in the mud by timely intervention of security forces, whom we had to put on alert to come over here, and they were able to put in check this, as instead of vote buying, what they call see and buy, that kind of thing, but they put it in check on time.
The running mate of the All Progressives Congress governorship candidate, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, also cast his votes at the Ward 4 polling unit, where people are already commending the turnout of voters. He is thankful that earlier predictions of violence and rigging in riverine communities did not materialize.
I'm so pleased with the process so far, and I'm sure it's going to remain so. It's been peaceful. You can see at the background the turnout is huge. The people are excited and they are happy.
In other communities in Ondo South Senatorial District, with the second highest number of registered voters, voting started early without reported incidents that might threaten the credibility of the poll.
45, 46.
At the close of voting, sorting and counting starts, and the process is the same from the ward to the local governments and finally ends up at the State Collation Center.
All these sources.
The election has now entered a very critical stage where tension heightens and everyone waits with bated breath to see where the pendulum swings and who gets majority votes to lead the state in the next democratic dispensation. Femi, Akande, TVC News, Ugbo, ILAJE.